I remember when I first asked my wife if I could buy this and take this on as my next project. And she said, yeah, that's cool. I'm good with that.
It's a trap! Take evasive action. May the force be with us.
Well, good morning. Man, that sun is bright. Look at that. I got that sun covered up. Anyway, good morning. My name is Nick. This is my cheap show I like to call Sunday Driver Rides. Thank you for joining me. It's appreciated. We're back on the truck, and this is it. It's going to run. It's going to run this episode, or not just run, but move under its own power. It has to. If it doesn't, I'm going to lose my, yeah. So, let's go over what I've done so far. Rebuilt the engine at where I used to work. It's all been bored 30 over. I think 30 over, 30 or 40 over. Head surface, block surfaced, new bearings, obviously new pistons. The cam ground. It's got a little bit more spice to the cam, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you know, but I admit, I didn't put headers on it. I just kept the regular intake and the 1 barrel carb. Yeah, so power brakes, all that fun stuff. A battery that's not secure, you know, the usual stuff. What else do I got? We got new tires on it. And little backstory. You know, I went to Discount Tire. I'm kind of throwing them under the bus a little bit, but you know, I looked up online and I saw a price. You know, I was like, great. You know, I called him up and I asked the guy, I go, what's the cheapest tire out the door? And it was way more expensive than what I found online on their website. And I go, that's the cheapest you can find, even with ordering. He goes, yep. And I went, goodbye. So a big shout out to Dave. Dave, you know who you are. I bought these tires online. I just got the cheapest truck tires I could find for it, all seasons. And Dave helped me mount them. Dave, once again, thank you. Appreciate that. Hanger bearing. So I found out this carrier bearing. I don't even know where the drive shaft is. It's probably sewn into the truck. Yeah, there it is, way on the other side. Well, half of it. But I got to press this thing on. I pressed it off, and this is... I need to try to tackle this today, but we'll figure that out later. Inside, the floor is all welded up. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. Oh, stuff's falling. Look at that. Look at that custom cab mount I made. They were rotten. I mean, they were rotten. Where is it? Here's one of them right here. That gives you an idea right there. And it was. So it sits in there like this. This sat in here like this. And this was so rotten on the bottom, it was gone. The previous owner just took this piece of metal with his self-tapered screw. He put it in here. And then the other hole, he had it right there. There's, if you could see it, there's the hole. The front of this cab on this side was held up by that strip of metal. Nice. So yeah, so we got rid of that. Inside, look at that. Don't ask what I was using the hammer for. Well, I got floors in it. You know, I mean, yeah, you can still see through it, but that's for the clutch and parking brake and other things. We'll plug them holes up yet. But it's nice to have a solid floor. Now, there's still some stuff that needs to be fixed. You know, there's a little there, but I think I've got enough where I can put the fuel tank in it and the seat. Fuel tank, I still got to clean that out. Check the sending unit on it. The back hasn't changed much. Oh, I put a pinion seal in it too. A lot of this stuff I didn't show. I admit I got into go mode, but that thing was just nasty. I just got into go mode. I just want to get it done, you know? Sorry. And there's a bunch of other stuff, I'm sure, but yeah, that's where I'm sitting at with it right now. But yeah, I can start it with a key now. I don't got to hot wire it anymore. That's kind of cool. But the wiring is still not good. It's kind of ugly under there, to be honest. There's still some stuff I gotta fix, but let's, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I don't know. Let's just get moving, huh? All right. Here's what I've come up with. Let me see if I can squeeze in here. Went to the hardware store, bought a piece of pipe, cut it to length. Got that just because it's hollow on the inside. Fits over the shaft perfect, and then fits on that bearing really nice. And then, yeah, to hold it all in place, I got straps just to make me feel somewhat better about it. I even tied off this in case it lets go. Yeah. It's probably not the greatest idea, but I got to get this thing on. And I'll stand off to the side while I pump it and pray it doesn't hit me if it lets go. Enough talk. Let's get this done. All right. Got my safety glasses on just to make me feel better about the situation. I'm sure everything will be fine. Please help me, God. It's going? Hey, it's going. Oh, it's going easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's try that. Oh yeah, it's getting hard. Yep, we're done. That went way easier than I thought it would. Who needs safety? All right. Now that I got this on, let's make sure it fits. It would suck if it didn't. If I pressed it too much or not enough. I don't think I could have pressed it too much. Maybe, or not enough. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. It looks like it's gonna fit. Just don't land on my face, please. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Don't land on me. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, jeez, it fell out of the hoodilly. You gotta work with me here a little bit. Get back in there, you. Okay. Yeah? No? No? Yep. Oh, the other one started. Of course, they're gonna go in super hard. There. That's tight. That's tight. Look at that. That grinds a little bit there, the dust shield. But I can take a screwdriver and just pry that, or this little pry bar even. And hopefully pry that back. Get on in there. Pry, pry, pry. If I don't get rid of that, or if I don't move it, it'll make a noise later and I'll be like, what's that? That would not be good. Oh, there we go. There. No more noise. Ha 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 ha. Yes! I thought that was going to be way harder than what it was. I really did. I expected it to be just a royal pain in my butt. Now I'll put the slip yoke on the other part of the drive shaft. And hopefully everything is just beautiful. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I say that. Famous last words, right? There she is. All back in, all in phase, and new carrier bearing. Yeah, love it. All right, let's see if we can see anything in there. I wonder if my best shot would be to put the light here like so, and then look inside. Oh yeah, she is not that pretty. Yeah. Okay, I gotta do something about this. Okay, so I've heard put marbles in a fuel tank and then with water and rinse it around and get it out. I don't have marbles. I've got a lot of these bigger nuts. We're going to do 10 of these. Hopefully we can get them out of there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. All right, get some water in there and then I'm going to swish it around. All right. Tank's empty. Just there's no fuel in it. It's just rusty in there. So we'll put a little water in it. Figure 2 gallons will be enough, and then we'll swish it around and see what comes out. Whoop. Let's see what comes out of it. Look at all that. Look at all that black junk. Nasty. There's still more. Not good. Not good at all. I think I got to do this about 100 more times, I feel like, to get it all. Which kind of sucks, but look at it all. Look at all that black rust. That's all that it is, just rust. Okay, let's test our fuel gauge, our fuel sending unit. Okay, here it is. I've got a ground. I've grounded it right there. There's bare steel there. And I grounded on the housing, this little alligator clip, and then I got the power source going to it from the dash, from the gauge. So, let's see if I can set you up a little better than that. So, you can see there's our gauge right there. Let's turn the key on, see what happens when I adjust this. Okay, should be empty. It's reading empty. So I'm going to go guess halfway. Hey, it's going up. This thing works. It's going to stop around half. Yeah, it's roughly around half. But if I go all the way up, it's going up. It's climbing. Whoa, isn't this exciting? All right. She's reading dang near full. So, long story short, if I found a float for this, the one that disintegrated, I could possibly reuse this. So I am. I'm going to put this in for now, and then if I can't order a float, I'll just get the whole thing. But if I can order a float and save a nickel, that's what we'll do. Yay! All right, fast forward. Fuel tank's in. I put the old sending unit back in. I know it works other than the float. I'll try to find another float, or I'll see if I can find a float for it. If I can't, I gotta buy a whole unit, which, you know, whatever. So I also did a little rust converter back here under the seat. Next, I gotta figure out my seat belts. I'd like to see that little hole right there, right above my finger. There's a hole here too. Let's see if I can see it. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if I can put shoulder belts there. I've got like a universal seat belt kit. Wonder if I can use that, because I'd like shoulder belts in this thing. Then I can throw the seat in. Let's see what I can find. Okay. Okay. Come on, get it. Don't scratch it now. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it's pretty close to it. That's even closer. Bolt it down. What do I call it? Yeah. All right. Fast forward a little bit. I admit I didn't really tape it all yesterday. I'm under a little bit of a time crunch. Sorry. That's the only excuse I got. I got to get this thing done and out of here. So, updates. What have we done? Well, that was kind of rotten, and the hinge was moving when I'd go up and down with this. Still moves a little bit, but it's a lot better. So I welded that up, and I just welded the hinge right to it. She'll be fine. I welded a brace underneath the battery so she won't wiggle. I can't remember if I showed you that really fancy air filter. I found the air filter up in the attic of my garage. Thought it's going to be perfect. This is the housing that I found inside the truck when I picked it up. I'd like to get the original one and paint it and make it look pretty like the rest of the engine does. I don't like that. It looks ugly. But that's what I got right now. What else? Oh, I got a new alternator in it. The bearings were out in the other one. You can hear it just grinding along. That chrome strip that was up here, I took that off because it was just beat. Let's close it and see how it looks, huh? That looks way better, even if I do have the little clips that hold it in. I don't care. I'll eventually take them off, but that looks way better. It's way cleaner look. So what else we got? What else do we got? I did the brakes. I can't remember if I talked about that earlier. I welded up the last bracket for the exhaust. The seats in it's all tied down. Yeah, I mean, okay, the seat belt. That seat belt's off a go-kart. I wanted shoulder belts. I can't find the ones that I bought a while back. They might be at mom and dad's. Please don't judge me. It's I know it looks ridiculous, that red. It's not a race car. I'm not saying it is. I never will say this is. So, glove box. I'm actually gonna put that back in. Yeah. The back is still full of stuff. But so what? I can still drive it around the cul-de-sac a little bit, I think. Lights all work. Oh, except for the front. I didn't do the fronts yet for the headlights work. But the marker slash turn signals in the front, I didn't put those lamps on. So, I'm going to put those on. And then let's see if this thing can move under its own power and stop. And then go again. All right, I admit I had to stop. The windshield was just filthy. I couldn't see out of it. Maiden voyage. Here we go. Oh, you know my parking brake in this thing works? I think it's pretty epic. Look at that. Now we're rolling. Oh, you gotta love it, right? Should the brakes work, which they do. Oh, there's my wife. Power steering don't work with a dang in this thing. Hi, honey. Thank you. I'm taping right now. I'm taping right now. All right. Hey, it's been good talking to you. Come on, shift, baby. Oh yeah, the power steering is like non-existent. Oh well. I greased up the whole front end of it too to help with that, but she didn't really help with it too much. Now this thing's got overdrive too, which I'm not going to test that right now, but it's got it. What if the temp gauge works in this thing? I don't think it did when I broke in the cam. But she's going. 2 words to describe this thing. Battle axe. This thing is, she's just a brute. But you know what? She goes okay. I wish I had power steering. I wish that worked. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little excited when I saw I had it. Oh well. Still, it's just a nice big roomy truck though, huh? I gotta adjust the clutch a bit too. Let's get third. Oh yeah, third works. We call it dust. Well, maybe you can't see it, but there's a bunch of dust flying around in here. I gotta, it's all over the seat. I gotta clean this out more. I gotta bring the idle down too a bit. All right, no power steering, no power steering. Make the turn, make the turn, make the turn. Hey. Yeah, we're not gonna hit it. You know, I've driven 3 on the tree many times before at work, and I kind of like it. You know, when I was younger, I would look at this thing and be like, ah, this is lame. Now that I'm older and lamer, I think it's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I also replaced the bearing up in the front. It was rusty and it was bad. I gotta get that idle to come down a bit. I mean, it's not a big deal because I got, you know, the clutch. I can, you know, stop it at any time, but oh yeah, I gotta clean this thing out. But you know, the engine, Plenty of power for me. Nothing fell out. Thank goodness. All right. Well, I'd say our first test drive was a good one. It's alive. She idles too high, but it's alive. Look at that parking brake on the hill even. Now I gotta play the idle a little bit. Yes, it goes. All right. Now that I know it runs and drives just perfectly, not quite, I want to wash it. I've been itching to wash it since I got it. Let's wash it. Look at that. Looks like coral. You ever seen coral grow on a truck? Yeah, we got some work to do. Yeah. All right, look at that difference already. You can see that side was done versus not, but you know, we got this big dent here, rust pile, but still nice and smooth. No more of this. Nice, just patina looking, even though this looks rough. I don't care. Just to get all this stuff off, feels good. Look at that compared to that. Look at that, not too shabby. Versus like that. Yeah, we'll clean all that up. Look at that. Look how thick it is. Nice. Let's keep trucking. All right. Small problem. I was driving it out in some roads, you know, where I knew there wasn't much traffic. She started all of a sudden just smoking and it died. Yeah, this wire melted off completely on the battery post. So I'm sure I don't have any power going to my coil. That's a dilemma. I don't think I have an extra wire. Okay. Well, I think I found the culprit. That wire into the hood runs to this, and this wasn't hooked up to anything. It was just, actually, you could see a burnt mark. You can't see it now. It was like around there. I think this thing was grounding out. I think it looks like this thing grounded out underneath the dash. You can see it started to melt this, and then it melted, you know, up by the battery. So I'm going to nip that. I'm going to replace that wire, and then pray that it works. Let's find out when help arrives. All right, I made it home. Thankfully to my wife. Suze, you're the best. Thank you, honey. Now I just get to vacuum out all this stuff that's blowing out from on the dash and from the vents. I should probably put some vent covers on there, shouldn't I? Yeah, hey, look at that. I don't want to know what that is. Is that bed? Nope, just insulation crap. All right, let's clean it up. See what happens tomorrow. All right, today's the day. We're going to the junkyard. I've got it all spiffed up. I adjusted the brakes after our little mishap last night. I've got a bunch of tools in the back and in there. Yeah, I got the wiring fixed from last night. Yeah. All right, let's see what we can do, huh? Please don't leave me stranded. Please. All right, I just stopped. I dropped the idle down a little bit more, and my temp gauge doesn't work on this thing. So I just, I've got my temp gun. I just temped it, 180, 190, right in there. We're looking good. Let's keep on trucking with our chain-powered seatbelt. Oh, yeah. That's a sight. I love it. But it's loud. It's loud. It's kind of loud. What do you do? It's an old truck. All right, we made it. Honestly, it's pretty uneventful, which is good. And I got some treasures, which I will show you when I get home. And an abundance of tools and mirrors. We'll go over it later. Let's see if we can make it home now. All right, made it back. It actually was pretty uneventful, which is good, so. But she still needs some work. So the brake booster I got, yeah, that's not good. I need to order a new one. It just drives like it has manual brakes, you know. So call me old, but I just want power brakes. So power steering doesn't really work either. There was like once or twice the whole trip. I was like in a parking lot and I turned the wheels like, hey, this seemed pretty easy. And then the rest of the time it was just like it was a manual. So such is life. Fuel gauge, we know that doesn't work. I got to get a float for that. But yeah, I'm back. It didn't leave me stranded like last night. That's a plus. So yeah, I'll show you what I got. Let me eat. Let me get settled in. I'll either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll show you what I got. I'm beat. All right. Here's what I got for it. The world's nicest and the world's most mossiest. Look at that moss. Tractor Supply toolbox that you've ever seen in your life. This is not easy to do with one hand. Give me a second. Oh, dang it. Oh. Hold on. All right, there. I got it up right. That's how it sits. I'm gonna put it over on this side, but I'm not gonna have it. You know, it's a bed rail box. So you put it, hold on. Okay, so it's supposed to sit like this, but I don't want it to sit like this. I want this to be level with this. In order to do that, I'd have to ditch those legs, obviously. And then I have to notch the toolbox for the wheel well. And then I should probably fix that hole and that hole. And yeah, but that's, you know, not a big deal. But I would like it, you know, and it'd have to sit back this way a little bit more, but that's what I want. But, you know, when I was loading this thing up to go to the junkyard today, come on, open up. I'm struggling again. Come on. Jeez Louise. Hold on. All right, I got it open. Man, I'm just riding the toolbox struggle bus. But what I learned real quick is I don't have storage for any tools. I mean, I was just throwing everything in the back and in the seat next to me, and that's not what I want. I need some organization. So yeah, but I don't want it to, I think that kind of ruins the look of it a little bit. I want it to lay low and be kind of hidden. I don't want to advertise I got tools in this either. So yeah, if I do that, that'll be nice. So yeah, she's a Delta. Sold by Tractor Supply. Whatever. So yeah, that's one of the goodies I got for this. Ooh, I got one more goodie I gotta show you. All right, try to just get rid of just a little bit, and there we go. This truck shall forever be called Ron Swanson.
I like Ron.
Oh, I love it. I love it. The neat thing is, too, it looks like he's coming at you if you really look hard. Looks like he's looking at you even when you're coming at him. Or if we're coming at you. I love Oh, it's so stupid. It's great. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you can like and subscribe, Ron and I would just love it. We'd appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. Take care.